Good morning, everyone, or well, whenever you're watching this. Good afternoon, good evening. It's Josh here from Racing to Profit. I have something a bit different for you for the first time in my life as a blogger on the web, which is a good, what, 3 and a bit years now. Um, I am recommending seal of approval, a tipping service. Well, I say a tipping service, we'll call them a race advisor service uh, who specialize in a daily offering and a weekend offering. And these are becoming a new approved service. Um, and I am recording this video for you because after a few weeks of discussions, I have bent their ear for a very special offer for you all, which I will explain in a moment. Now, this isn't a kind of flashy bells and whistles video. But if you are interested in following a superb tipping service which offers kind of 3 tips a day and a couple at weekends on big race days, Saturdays, and big festivals, then I would keep watching, as this may be of interest to you. I would say at this point, stop watching if you are the kind of person who judges any service within 5 days or a week or even a couple of weeks, and kind of moves on from one service to the other, because these are value tipsters. Value tipsters means long-term profits. It also means losing runs. And with anything like this, you have to take a long-term view. That is a bit of reality and something I've learned over time, having had my fingers burnt once or twice when in my youth. So with that said, the aim of this video is just to explain a bit about the offer, about the service, about who we're talking about. I'll move that up there so you can see. Yeah, to encourage you, or those of you who want to, I suppose, to give it a go. So a bit about Speculate to Accumulate. They were not on my radar really until one of you good readers, Colin, who has been a member for 2 or 3 years, I believe, mentioned them in a discussion on the blog, as there's always discussions about various different tips or services within the comments, and you like talking amongst yourselves about that. And I'm interested to see what kind of things have been doing well. And he suggested Speculate to Accumulate as a reputable service that he has been very happy with over recent years. Had helped him develop as a punter and had brought in steady and consistent profits. They sparked my interest for 2 things, actually. One, they have always independently proved to Racing Index, so there's no funny business. They have an independent proofing, so you can trust the results. And they also only declare their results to starting price and Betfair starting price after commission, which is very generous and very fair, because of course they are 2 prices which everyone can get something on with, hopefully, and is a fair way to judge any service. And the positive there is that if you'd have taken advised prices, you'd have probably won a lot more money over that time. So Speculate to Accumulate, how they operate, they, on their daily tips, they have a stable of kind of 6 or so tipsters which rotate, and I quite like this idea. So they have the guys who run the site and run the service take a judgment on their stable of tipsters and who is best in form, and kind of rotate them, well, yeah, they rotate them over time to ensure that you and the members, subscribers, and them are following the best or the most informed of their tipsters at any given time. And that's a bit different and a bit unique, and ensures that the results stay consistent over time, which they have done. The other thing is they have elite tips, which look at big races and yeah, big festivals and things as well. So there are kind of 2 angles there that may interest you from a tipping front. The other thing to say is on the free side, whether or not you sign up or not, or give this a go, the guys gratefully let me post exclusive preview, not exclusive, previews that they send to their members on weekends and the odd tipping day throughout the week. and that will continue. My aim primarily is always to find decent free content for you all to read that is both useful, hopefully, and educational. And before I get on to the offer, that's the final thing I will say. Those of you that may have read some of the previews that I've put on the blog in previous weeks, that, as I said, will continue moving forwards, they offer very logical and in-depth write-ups which help you learn as a punter, and that's very important. I don't really just like tips and saying back this horse, which, you know, there's plenty of them out there and plenty of them that are very profitable, but I think you get a lot more from it if you can understand why a horse has been tipped, and it actually helps you come to your own conclusions as well, and maybe, you know, boost confidence or make you think about the game in a different way and learn. And obviously we all want to progress over time, and we can always do things better. So the special offer I will get on to, which they have agreed to, is I kept chipping away and they agreed to a 50% discount on their headline offer, which is only available to Racing to Profit readers, or those of you on my free email list, via the link that is below this video and via the link that you will see from now on within the free previews that I put on the blog. No one else has access to this page, this link, unless they find that link on the blog. That is the only place you can find it. And this offer runs through to December 2017, and this is important. It's a 3-month special offer of a 50% discount, costing £67. I'm not going to do some big sales hurrah and talk about price and do a big build up and this and that. That's half price of what they normally charge. It is an elite service. This isn't, you know, it's priced based on their quality and what they judge to be their value in the marketplace. And clearly, like I said, they've had many long-term subscribers. But the idea of this trial is for you to judge yourself whether or not this is a service for you, and that's why I've kind of worked on them to ensure it's a 3-month special offer, so you get time to judge. And that runs out the offer, and you don't receive any more selections or bets after the 31st of December. So the idea is you can sign up from now, from below this video, for this link. Obviously, if you sign up now all the way through to September, you get 3 months full access. But if you join in October or November, obviously it counts down and you have a shorter period. So the quicker you sign up, ideally before the end of September, I would say, obviously you then get the full 3 months of the exclusive offer. And not only that, there is a full money back guarantee, which I'm going to click on. You can go to this page, that's what you can see in front of you. That explains a bit about the offer there, explains on this blog link here what you actually get in terms of the daily tips and the elite tips and the full money back guarantee. Now this is, there are some conditions to this. Essentially, if they fail to make a net profit based on level stakes, the starting price and Betfair starting price, you'll be able to get your money back, the £67. You just have to get in touch with them. No questions asked. As I said, these are independently proofed and tipped to Racing Index, so there's not going to be any questions there or any funny business about whether they've actually managed to turn a profit. And the money back guarantee will be available from the end of the 3-month period and not during the offer period, and that's important and that is deliberate, so that you, so I suppose only people that are serious about wanting to take advantage of this offer actually apply and actually take a proper look over that 3-month period to judge whether or not it's something for you and whether or not it suits your betting habits, and whether or not obviously it's profitable and you see it working for you in the long term. You can read the details there, the T's and C's on that full money back guarantee, but I think it's more than fair. And if there's any kind of quarrels or issues come the end of that, they will refer it to me, and we will have a discussion. From the emails and the discussions I've had with the guys at Speculate to Accumulate, I have no concerns on that front. For those of you who know me long enough, my blog and everything I do is built on, I think, my integrity, honesty, and my reputation, I suppose, and those 3 things are fundamentally important to what I do, and without them I really wouldn't exist in this online world, and wouldn't be comfortable doing what I'm doing. So there's, well, you just have to trust me there, I suppose. That all looks good, and I thought that was more than fair. So you've effectively got a money back guarantee if they do not make a profit to level stakes at SP and Betfair starting price. That's after commission, their Betfair SP results, and you get 50% off at £67 from the normal. Now, after that 3-month offer period, you will have the chance of either ceasing with the service and saying it's not for me, I had a fun 3 months, it took me through some good racing, but no thanks. You can request a refund, or you can resubscribe to one of their main, well, either resubscribe to the daily tips, the elite tips, or both. In this special offer, you're getting access to all of their tips, both daily and elite, over that 3-month period, or from when you sign up in September. So yes, all results are independently proved to Racing Index. I mean, you can take a look at this link from that page and have a good read through yourself, which I would advise you doing. And I'm just going to skip on to this Word document. I told you this wasn't going to be flashy, so I've told you a bit about them. Like I said, they prove independently to Racing Index, to SP and Betfair SP, so you can check that link out and check that site out if you want and look at the results. I will just touch on their results. The 3 months to September the 5th, the important one may be down here. The 170 points or so to Betfair starting price after commission to 1 point win bets. That is across their elite tips. So there's some of the ones I have been putting on the blog. 88 tips, a strike rate of 17.6% and 48.72 points profit. That is superb. And these are some of their daily tipsters, and these are the main ones they have been using a selection of to send out over the last 3-month period. And you can see those. It works out around kind of 1 tip on the elite, I think, at weekends, and around 1 to 3 tips per day on the daily service, and that does cover weekends as well. So a nice manageable number of tips and write-ups and things for you to access and have a look at. And those figures are pretty damn good, really. That is over the last 3-month period. Like I said, you now have a 3-month period of your own and a money-back guarantee period in order to judge for yourself at a massive 50% discount, which I think is more than generous. The relationship with me and what do I get? Well, firstly, I get quality free content, and that relationship will continue whether or not any of you sign up and decide to take this offer. As you may or may not be aware, in this industry, affiliate commission is normally around 50%, and I will make 50% on any of you that sign up. So everyone that signs up for that 3-month period and does not request a refund at the end, I will get 50% of £67, and I'll get 50% of anything that you may sign up to if you decide to stay with them for the longer term ongoing. That's what I get in terms out of it financially. Hopefully you know by now that I do not recommend, well, that I'm very picky on what I recommend that you join. I'm a great believer that there is a service out there for everyone, whether you like systems and stats and trainer angles, which is more kind of my thing, and providing information for you to use how you please, whether or not you want actually tipping services, daily, just weekends, whether you like write-ups, you name it. I try and pick what I think is the best and reasonable, and that are normally linked with people that I either know or have been recommended, or that I certainly trust. And as you know, I have been very selective. There have not been many services, and as I started at the beginning of the video, this is the first service, tipping service, I think from memory, that I have recommended that offers tips on a daily and regular basis. As I said, you have the comfort that they tip and they prove everything independently to Racing Index, and that they are, well, clearly their business and their tipping service is based on their long-term reputation and success. So I think that covers it. I think that covers all of the main points. So I will skip back to this page. So if you click the link below this video, you can find out more about the offer. There is a link there to pay and to join, and you can read more on this blog post in the bottom left and click back if needs be. I will provide an email address below. There are, I think, if you do not like PayPal or have issues with PayPal, there may be things that they can discuss and take forward if you are serious about giving this offer a go. So I will leave that there. Hopefully that's enough. That's 15-minute video. But I thought I would try and cover as much information as you, well, all the information, all the necessary information to help you make a decision. So yes, it is £67 up front. It is for those of you who are looking for a quality, regular tipping service on a daily basis. Those of you who may enjoy reading the write-ups and the logic, and a service that is independently proved and had great success over recent years. As with any service, once you join, I'd go slow and steady. Don't dive in with massive wads of cash. Because they may hit a losing run, given the nature of the beast. Losing runs happen to us all, but the idea of that extended special offer period of 3 months is so you get time to properly judge whether or not it's something for you. And by charging up front, it is a sign of seriousness and intentions. And those of you who join, that is much more likely to make you engage with the offer and properly get stuck in, which is what it's all about. So hopefully, I'm not expecting hundreds of you to sign. I should think there might be 10 to 20 of you that give this a go, and there might be, say, 10 that stay long term. But hopefully those of you who do find this a valuable part, or kind of a valuable asset to your horse racing and your punting moving forwards. So yeah, you can click that link below this video and give it a go if you wish. And if it's not for you, no worries. Thanks for watching the video. And there will be plenty of free previews from them and tips, etc., moving forwards in the weeks and months ahead. So with that said, I will leave that there. Thanks for watching, and if you give it a go, good luck and happy punting. So this is Josh saying bye for now, and see you soon.